are live! Hello everybody, welcome to Velocity Racing Network for the Midwest F1 League, live from France, live on the airwaves. At the moment it is 9:27 Eastern Standard Time, PM. We have got ourselves some drivers in the list. We've got 15 at the moment, 14. And so we've got ourselves 15 drivers here. Right now we've got a Williams, two Alphas, a Ferrari, an Alpha Tauri, a Ferrari, a Haas, an Aston, a McLaren, both Mercedes, an Alpine, and the other Aston. Two of these are also to be determined. I think Guitar Maniac's supposed to be in the McLaren. There you go. Wait, where'd he go? I don't know. Oh, Arrow's here. Hello, Arrow Racing Design. So let's take a look at the points situation here in the first division here. So Ray E46, this boy in the Alpine, let me find him here. So Ray is your points leader by 16 over Pork, and Pork's actually up in D2. HSV's moved himself up to D3 today. Arrow Racing Design just started after week 3 in this division. He has already moved himself up to 3rd in the division. Sharia Coleslaw, who is here, is 4th in the standings. Chief Braids is 5th. He is here. Behind him is Garrus. Where's Garrus? Where's my man's? Where is my boy? Where's my boy Garrus? Is he down here? There he is, my boy Garrus. Garrus sits 6th in the standings. Maeda did not make it. Either didn't make it or is in Division 2. Behind him is KD. KD is not here. KD, I think, is up in D2. And replacing him is the first ever Midwest Division 1 champion, Kenny. Probably the youngest one in this grid too, which is funny. Kenny is back. I don't know if it's his first race or his second race back. I don't know if he ran back or not. I will ask him. Because me and him are good friends, and we both took some time off, to be fair, from this league. Him for a reason that wasn't getting banned, but you know, we don't talk about it. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean I got banned? I don't know what you mean. So we've got ourselves a full grid. Everybody has shown up. We're gonna have 20. We're gonna have at least 20. Hopefully, at least 20 starters. We're gonna have 20 qualifiers. 20 entries into the French Grand Prix at the Circuit de Paul Ricard. Or not Circuit de, Circuit Paul Ricard. Waiting on the ready up call for D3. It should be here eventually. Wait, Garrus is hosting D2? He's here though. Oh. I misread that. And okay, so the call to ready up has been sent. So ready up, multiple drivers will. Everybody will. So we are ready. I'll keep my eyes peeled on D3 chat. And also the great Fos chat. Everybody loves Fos. Fos is a great place. It's a mess sometimes, and people come and go from it, but Fos is beautiful. And everybody loves Fos. I need to send the link for D3 and turn my volume down because I was fucking blasting you reposted in the wrong neighborhood. 3 to the 1 to the 1 to the 3. I like good tree. So we are here in France. So the weather report has just come in. It is going to be dry to wet conditions. So we're just gonna get the links sent in to the chat. Oh, the rain is gonna come in very, very late. So the first car out is going to be HSV, who is really already moving here. Alright, so let's get ourselves the track map, lap data, and I think that'll be it. Down the long back straightaway. At least we have a chicane here on this first straight. I'm like looking for Kenny to see if he's coming out because I want to watch his lap. Kenny, leave the fucking pits. Sorry. So HSV ready to begin his first lap. The first lap of qualifying. Let's go on board with HSV on his first lap. Just to the start finish line, get into third gear, and holy shit! What in the world? Okay. Right then, we've already had a retirement in qualifying, and that is not where you want a car to just be parked. That'll probably mess up a few laps, and okay, so the car has been cleared. Gonna be interesting to see how D3 how the chat looks there. DDL's on a flyer. Are any of these is Red Bulls on flyers? I'm trying to find like the first car on a flyer. Hollivan's on a flyer. See how he can do. Come on, Kenny, get out here. I believe Kenny is going to be the first guy to complete a lap. No, Static's going to be in for a lap. We'll see how Static does here. Comes across the line. He will set a 1 minute 30.582. Hollivan is going to come across sooner rather than later. And there goes the man. You see him there, the bottom corner of your screen. For the first time in a long time, there goes the Mercedes of Kenny. Hollivan slots in about a second and a half behind Static. Waiting for the next time to come across. Chief Braids goes to a 32.2. Next car to come across will be Khan. He will not get his lap will not be valid. DDL here on a flyer. DDL sets the fastest Sector 1 of the day so far. He's looking to put in some pace. I'm keeping a very close eye on Kenny because I want to watch his lap. Alright, let's go find him. Oh, wait, this is not what I'm looking for. DDL sets a pretty fair second sector, not a bad one at all. The Haas in front of him, that's Saffron. He's on a flyer. He's on the medium tire, though. Oh, and DDL's gone off. DDL could not hold on to it, and there is a wing gone. Definitely not how DDL wanted his qualifying to go. Saffron through the final turn. He's going to blast down. We'll see if that is 33.57. Ray coming across as well. He is also on the medium tire. He will come across for 31.87, puts him third fastest. And now we watch, for the first time in a long time, the D1 champion is off for a qualifying lap. Let's listen. Where does Kenny go? Across the stripe. Second fastest! Ho-ho! That is what we're talking about here. That is the man of the hour. Lafleur, second fastest. We look in the back. Oh, Garris. I thought Garris lost it. Where's this Red Bull? Oh, it's Steve. Steve's going to come across. Set of 32.06. Next car across is HSV. He's on an outlap. Hewlett is also on an outlap. DDL on a hot lap. Nobody's on a flyer right now. I guess we'll watch HSV as he goes on his hot lap. It's first real-timed hot lap. 9 minutes 10 to go in qualifying here in France. 4 people are here. Thank you for tuning in. to Velocity Racing Network's broadcast of the Midwest F1 League Division 3 from France. Right now, Kitten Petter is top of the board with Kenny in second, Khan third, Static fourth, and Shed fifth. All of those cars separated by less than a second. HSV sets the fastest Sector 1 of the day and is really on a bolter right now. Fastest second sector as well for the Alfa Romeo. He is really putting it on here. I remember I probably said this a few times in Monza. Oh, and he invalidates it! No! Man! He had it all. Oh, man, that hurts. Arrow's on an out lap. Hewlett's on a flyer. Hewlett doesn't look too bad right now. Last corner for Hewlett. He'll come across. Put the power down. Cross the main straight. Solid lap from the Alfa Romeo. Puts him fifth fastest. Sefron on an out lap. DDL on a flyer. He's managed to keep it on track this time. He's going to come out of the final turn. Crack the DRS wide open. Thank you for the comment, though I can't see it. Sixth fastest for DDL. Next flyer is Arrow. Arrow's the next flyer, and validated that. Nicely done. Well done, lad. This comment. Inside information that Kitten might bottle. Kitten's not going to bottle it. He said a 29.51. He knows what he's doing, I think. If you ask me, and you may be right, hey, if Kitten bottles it, Kitten bottles it. Then HSV's on a pretty strong one here. He's actually got a really good pace going right now. Final turn. 5 people watching. Thank you. HSV manages not to invalidate it, but it's not a very strong lap. He's only going to go 13th fastest. Sefron on a flyer here as well. He's 1.6 up. He's going to get himself possibly into the top 10. Booking his way in, crosses the line. 31.41, the 7th fastest. DDL on a flyer. He is looking to improve. Does he go any faster? No. Garris on an out lap. Next car up is Grim Reef. That is a great name. African. I don't know if I can say that on television. Nah, I'll call him Half. Oh, okay. I love how Kitten goes into the stream and is like, I have insider information. Kitten's gonna bottle it. Are you gonna bottle it? I mean, you're not really. Well, you can't bottle it if you're not. I mean, if there's anybody that can bottle it without leaving the track, I'll leave it up to Nikita Mazepin. Are there any? Is Sefron on a flyer? No, he's on an lap. Ray? No, that's not Ray. Garris is on a flyer. He's not doing too bad for himself here. The third sector is so long. And did DDL lose it again? No. Kenny is on an out lap. I want to see him go to the pole because that would be amazing. Garris coming through, the last turn, whatever, I don't know what turn it is. I think it's supposed to tell you somewhere. Crossing the line, 31.71, 11th fastest. Reefer's going to come across with a really good lap, 31.55, 9th fastest on the medium tire. DDL comes in, next car in line is Kenny. Okay, come on, Kenny. Come on, Kenny. Come on, you got this. Pole is there. Loeffler to start the pole lap, which it may be. Hewlett on an out lap. Kenny's got it under control for the moment. Pink helmet, bless his soul. Keeping it very smooth through here. Ah, son of a bitch, he invalidated it. Ray goes for his flyer. Garris is barely faster through the second sector. We'll see if he can pull time through the last few corners here. Just 3 more to go. I think so. I'm just gonna use half. It's just it's just like a personal like level of discomfort from saying it. Like it's nothing personal. The artist formerly known as Garris puts himself up into 12th, and we wait to see the next lap, which is Arrow. Arrow's next up. I'm just gonna say after, just because it's, you know, the artist formerly known as Prince. And he really is formerly known as, so my guy, shout out. Arrow coming across. This is a really good lap. He's going to put himself second fastest. That's that, Kenny. Is this Ray on a flyer? Yes, it is. Points leader. Coming to bring the flyer down. 1:30.1064. Only good for 8th fastest. And now Kenny begins. Please don't bottle this. I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible, but please do not bottle this, Kenny. Just because I want to see my boy do good, that's all. Nicely done, steady down the straight. Out of the chicane. Purple, Sector 2. He's got it good. Can Kenny go to the pole in his first race back in more than half a year? Through the double right. Now the long sweeper left. Into the even longer sweeper right. Now the switchback. Time is up in qualifying. Lafleur out of the final corner. DRS wide open for the pole. Does he do it? No, he just barely misses out. But second is the lap. We watch Braids. Will he do anything from 15th place? Comes down. Puts the power on. Across the line, it's good enough for 10th. HSV comes across. Good enough for 10th. Knocks Chief out of the top 10. Hewlett is the last driver. Yeah, Hewlett's the last driver here. Can Hewlett do anything? Kenny mentions that he kind of had a little slip on the ERS management and cost himself a couple of tenths. He would have been on pole if he didn't make the slip. So we'll watch Hewlett here come across. Not a bad lap from the Alfa Romeo. Both of them will be in the top 10, but how far up will Hewlett be? I didn't see. Where will Hewlett be? Please tell. And Petter on pole. It's only 6th for Hewlett. So Kitten Petter gets the pole. Followed by Kenny, followed by Arrow, followed by Guitar Man Khan, followed by Static, followed by Hewlett, DDL, Ray, Grimmery for HSV, Chief Braids, Saffron, Shed, Hollivan, Half, Garrus, Stee, VTech, Coleslaw, and Guitar, who never, bottom 3 did not set lap times. So it is a dry to wet race. The rain will come very close to the end, probably I would call last 5 laps. So for what it's worth, I'm just gonna crack open a cold one. It's Pepsi, I promise. Weather looks nice for the moment. Hopefully D3 is a little bit civilized on the X-pressing. For people watching, very, very glad to have you here on Velocity Racing Network for Midwest Racing. This is my 3rd race back doing commentary. 3rd race doing commentary, 3rd race back, 3rd week back in the league. Really happy to have this opportunity to call these races with some guys that I used to race with a long, long time ago, and some of my friends, like watching Kenny put that car second fastest. That's awesome. I'd love to have the opportunity to call D1, but I don't think that's going to happen very soon. But if I do, to see like JC and Super and that shit. And of course, it's just good to do the job. Just good to have it. Yes, we can be friends after you bottle it, Kitten. We can be friends when you bottle it. Well, Kitten, you don't need to bottle it to be for us to be friends. We can kill. Very patient division here. Very patient roster. Nobody readying up. This is impressive. I'm impressed, frankly. I am impressed. Look at these boys. These guys aren't gonna ready up. And there we go. There's our ready up. Very impressed with how much everybody waited. Quite pleased with that result. So, we've got ourselves the French Grand Prix of Division 3. I probably could have ran to the bathroom if I needed to, but I don't need to as bad as that. D3 is off for the formation lap. This is not the race for if anybody is if there are some people new to Formula One and how these race starts work. They do. Everybody goes off, does a formation lap, a little parade lap, warms up the tires, gets the gears going, warms the brakes, the engine before the race, and then everybody lines back up in their grid positions, and then we get our race start. I always thought that this track had I always just thought this track had the weirdest shape. The thin. Like, look at it. It's the thin track. Like if somebody took an actual racetrack and just pancaked it. And then Jeddah came along. Ultimate pancake track. And the LA hold my Busch Light, and then made the tightest track in the world. I'm scared for that race. Good here. A few more corners here before we get ourselves green flag racing. So the cars head through the final turn. And we wait for everybody else to line up in suit. And then we will get, look at all the blue cars. 16th to 19th is all blue. Varying shades as well. The whole field, very orderly, lines up. I am going to have the screen clear here for you. Lights are up. And we are in France. Couple drivers got bad starts, couple drivers got good starts. They're all fanning out in the back. I think that's Sullivan in the Aston Martin trying to make space. Kitten is gone. There goes the Ferrari race. Arrow up into second. Khan slips into third. Kenny back to fourth. Side by side for fifth place. Hazard and Hewlett. We got a couple cars off in the back. Guitar's out of it. VTEC's also gone off. Hewlett gets around Static. Now the Alpine of Ray is going to be pushing towards, the Mercedes down the main straight. Arrow looking to push up on Kitten. Arrow already just using the draft to close. Holds his ground nicely through here. Hewlett looking to put a little bit on Static, who managed to get back around. Can Arrow make a move? He's following right behind. He's going to slip to the inside for the lead, side by side through the double right. Kitten manages to hold on. Great defense and great offense from both sides there. Everybody managing to hold very strong ground there. Kitten gets in through turn, I think this is 14 now, as we have another car off. Chief's gone off. And that is not a good start for the other Ferrari. While the first one sits second. Sefron is given a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Rough start for the Haas. 3 drivers, both the Haas's and Sullivan are in the pits. Not quite sure what happened to Guitar, not sure what quite happened to VTEC, Sullivan, Half, and Sefron. Does Arrow go on the button? He does. Just for a little bit, though. Only while we're not looking. He closes the gap. Is it on for third? It's on for it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's on somewhere. Arrow looking to close that gap up again. Third place, side by side through this turn. How do you do? Kenny's up into the podium. Oh, man. Oh, and they're going to be side by side for the lead again. Man, this race is amazing already. It's been a lap and a half. This is the most, it's 5 o'clock somewhere race start I've had in a minute. Shed already has a warning. He sits 10th. Khan had a bad jump off the line. DRS is enabled. We will see that soon. Kenny goes to the top. DRS enabled. And best chance to have a shot for the lead. That may have been a warning. Arrow gets on the button, opens the wing. This is going to be a routine overtake, and he just flies by Kitten like it's nothing. And Arrow Racing Design leads in France, though not to be outdone. I will not be surprised to see the... I wouldn't be surprised to see Kitten give him another one, give him a shot back sometime soon. By the way, the Kitten's rim's not moving. It's just a game thing. They are moving. You just may not be able to see them. Or maybe it's like a frequency thing. Kenny holding on to the podium spots at the moment. Kitten closes up the gap again. Doesn't want to make a move here. This isn't a passing zone exactly. He's going to try for a nice line through here. He's going to crack open DRS. Does he go on the button? Not quite. He does. Are they going to go side by side into turn one? No, they're not. Khan is all over him. Little squabble here. This is 6th place. Hewlett and Ray are going to be side by side. 6th place into turn 3. Keeping it clean, keeping it respectful. And Hewlett has the spot back up to the front. DRS for Kitten. Closing. Is he closing enough to be able to make a move in the chicane? No. Not using his overtake. He used so much of it getting there. Kenny with 3 seconds. Arrow ran a little tight into that corner. Kitten not making any moves at the moment, playing some pretty smart racing right now. HSV has gotten past DDO for 10th place, or 9th place, that is. The traction control, it burns. I don't know if I care. I use full TC most of the time anyways. I use full TC unless I'm told how to, unless I'm like not allowed to use it. So Kitten is going to look for another way around, but Arrow gets a really nice drive off of the last corner. Maybe a traction control difference. Kitten closing up. Does he make the move? No. Though it's close for third. Kitten is having a very difficult time getting that ERS back. Arrow gonna try breaking that draft. It doesn't quite work, but Kitten won't, without the ERS, Kitten won't quite close enough. Khan has blasted by Kenny for 3rd place. And now Kitten's going to get him back. Hollivan with 3 seconds. Kitten still trying to find a way around, but not really working too hard for it. Kitten and Arrow really both slowing each other down, allowing Khan to close into within DRS range. And Kitten's going to come in. So there is Kitten into the pits. That is our first pit stop, or our first scheduled one of the day. Very early on, just at the end of the fifth lap here. So now it is Arrow, Khan, and Kenny. The other Alpha Tauri coming in as well. Decision. Though it won't really be an issue by the time DDL gets to the pit lane. Kitten will be gone. So Arrow leads by 0.8. Khan closing in, though, is quite a bit faster. He's using the button. He's on the button overtake to try and make a move. Is he going to try and slip it in at that corner? No. Looking for a way through, trying to peek in. I wouldn't be surprised to see everybody else coming into pit lane as well. Here comes Arrow. Khan is actually all. So Khan will be the leader of the race at the end of the lap. Aston Martin gets a lap lead. Ray moves into second, Shed third, Sharia fourth, Grim Reefer fifth, Stee sixth. Arrow is already out of the pits. 3 seconds for Saffron. And Kitten gets out way in front. Kitten's actually going to have a really good gap here, and now it will be up to Arrow to catch this Alpha Tauri, which is long gone. 2 seconds is the gap. We've got, I don't know if that's a car in the pits. Chief is in. Or where's that incident? I don't know. I saw a yellow somewhere. Stee just hit the fastest lap? I think Stee just hit a purple sector too. Somebody just did. We'll find Kitten. Kitten is sitting here with a comfortable 2-second lead over Arrow, though it's not really quite the battle for the lead at the moment. The lead is up here, which is Khan. And he will come into the pits now. We'll walk up on the way in. So Shed, because he's on the medium tire here, is going to be able to stay out a little while longer. Actually, a pretty fair while longer. And so will a few of these guys on the mediums. Also getting out. We'll take a look at the tire that these drivers are all on. That was important. That's what I wanted to do. So everybody in the top. Okay, so Kenny has moved into onto the hard tire. Interesting strategy here. I'm not sure if that's going to be able to go all the way to the finish, though. So the top 4 have all yet to pit. The first driver to pit is Kitten, who's got a 1.5 seconds, and Arrow is closing quick. I promise I'm drinking Pepsi. I have no reason to be drunk. I'm 17. I'm not going to drink. I'm not going to be strong. I mean, to be honest, if you even think that, you kind of need to like reassume. Anyways, forget that shit. You can just kind of just cut that out. Kitten in a good position. OSRL sounds like it is bumping right now. Go watch OSRL. Go to twitch.tv/Pufferzone Network. Watch OSRL on Thursday nights. Actually, if you want to watch that, how about instead of watching OSRL on Thursday nights, go watch Cope Racing Gavin Card on Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock on Pufferzone Network. Garrett's getting very defensive on Kitten, side by side for 4th place. The first turn, this is going to be tight, and Kitten manages to get through. So, I'm totally not going to be sporting the Pufferzone Network t-shirt tomorrow at school, because everybody's going to know what the fuck a Pufferzone Network is. Go buy a Gloucester sticker! Buy a Gloucester sticker! Do it now! It's $6! And you can get them in outdoor size. I don't know what outdoor size is, but you can get it in that size. So, Bourne is your scored leader, followed by Reefer and Stee. Stee's actually not putting a bad show on here. He's doing pretty good for himself. So, let's look back behind these two for the battle, for the net battle for the lead. Arrow goes to the top. Or Arrow gets the fastest lap. Little bit of a squiggle there from Kitten. This is going to allow Arrow to close up into turn 3. Six now, and then 7. This is it for the lead. Kitten and Arrow. Arrow goes to the outside, and it is done. Though I will assume that Kitten is going to be putting the pressure back on. And that he is. Does he go back on the button? He doesn't, but he's got the slipstream. Does he slip to the outside? Might have a nice run through into the next into the double right. Yellow flag, sector 3. That's Garrus that's going off. That's a close rejoin. Garrus goes off, rejoins safely. Arrow gets a really nice drive off there. Shed and Reefer come in. Arrow moves up to second. Stee staying out on the medium tire. Down into turn 3. This is going to be the opportunity for Kitten if he wants it, but he doesn't want to use the ERS. Closes up the gap quite a lot here. Arrow gets a great drive off of these corners, so not a great drive off that time. Come on, Kitten, put the button on. There's some energy left in there, brother. Come on. Nothing against Arrow, but like, yeah, you have your opportunity. And I mean, I kind of understand what Kitten might be doing here, and that's just playing this very smoothly. Green flag back in here, no, sorry. Kitten is just trying everything in the book. And Stee is staying out. I mean, eventually the leaders are going to catch him. Which, that's going to be interesting to see how that goes. DRS for Kitten. This may be the move. He wants to go for it. He is going to go for it down the inside of the first turn. And he's got it. Kitten takes the lead back. Arrow's not going to let him go, but he gets a 3 seconds. Oh! Time penalty for Arrow. And that is not what you wanted to see. For Arrow, he's definitely got the pace to be able to... I think he could have the pace to pull that lead. But we'll have to see. Swerving. DRS. Arrow back to the outside. Back to the lead is the Ferrari. Now, Kitten's going to be back on the offense. Back and forth. And we've got a car off. I think it's Chief that went off. Somebody went off. It was one of the Alfa Romeos. Was it HSV? It was probably HSV that went off there. So now Kitten on the push. Trying to catch the 71 Ferrari. Shed with another 3 seconds penalty. He currently sits 7th, net P10 actually maybe. DRS again for the Alpha Tauri. Is it enough for him to be able to close in, make an overtake, look for an overtake? He doesn't make the move, playing very smartly here. Doesn't need to make a move. Had a really bad first couple of turns though, and that's going to allow Arrow to maybe even pull out of DRS distance. And there's the 3 seconds for Kitten, so now it's even. Kitten will most likely have DRS. Definitely have DRS. Sharia gets a 3 seconds. DRS open for Kitten. Onto the brakes for the chicane. Stee still staying out, leading lap after lap after lap. And I mean, the longer he stays out, the more positions he's going to lose with this strategy. You know, staying out this long, it just really doesn't work like that. Really doesn't work that well. So now Kitten is going to want to... Kitten's going to be wanting to look from the outside in. Oh, he is looking from the out. He's on the outside looking in is what I'm trying to say. He's going to have a really good opportunity here maybe to close up the gap between him and Arrow. Won't be able to make an overtake, just a little too far back into the first turn. Keeps it very clean through through 1 and 2. Crash and Oswald. Kitten may not be able to get back by soon. Throws it really far into the brake zone. Can keep it on. Can't keep on with it though. Khan's got a 3 seconds. So now Kenny's dead even. So all the top 4 are dead even on penalties, which means it kind of cancels out. So Kitten not really bothering too much with the pace. Kenny trying to hold on to the last podium spot here. Three seconds for Saffron. Whoa, Khan! That's how you got close for the lead. Arrow and Kitten. Kitten's going to get through. Barely even noticed it, but he made the move work. Now he's going to have to get back on the defense because Arrow is going to be coming right back. He's almost willing to make the move into the third turn. That is not where I'd do it. And it's not where he'd do it either because he didn't do it. Calm with another 3 seconds. That gives Kenny a little bit of an advantage. Car off in the back. Chief loses it in the chicane. HSV gets a 3 seconds. Here comes Arrow. To the outside again. Arrow back out front. I wouldn't expect Kitten to be done with him, though. He's right there. And he gets a really strong drive off, though, does Arrow. Can he make anything work with it, though? Can Kitten try and get a better drive off here? He's just trying to keep the gap close because he knows he doesn't have it on the corner exit. So he's trying to make it up in the corners. A little bit of a flick there from Arrow. It's a very solid corner actually from Kitten. But Kitten knows that traction control, I can tell that is full traction control, and it really does not permit him to be able to make those moves. Here he comes, though. He's gonna back out of it, not gonna go for the move. I heard the hesitation on the throttle, and I really can't blame him. I mean, if the move worked before, I mean, I don't trust that move to work every time. But now into turn 3. Come on, kid. You got the air. I see you for once. Gap is quite big. DRS wide open. Not using any ERS though. So the gap will stay. With 12 to go, coming to 11 to go. Really 11 and a half to go. The gap is 3 and 3/10 of a second. And possibly closing. Definitely closing this up to 3 now. And so Kitten's going to come in again here on 16 to make a move for his what should be final stop. Surprised that these tires can only go 10 laps, the mediums. That actually impresses me quite a bit. Let's take a moment here with Kenny. Running second, pretty much on pace. Mostly on pace, give or take. Okay. So anyways, Aero Racing Design is currently leading the race. Watch him get a 3 second now too. Jesus Christ, it looked like he could. Okay, but actually, Kenny, one of the OGs of the league, if you will, won the first ever D1 championship, Season 1, Division 1, over Brian Mosser, who was in the D5 race that I commentated last week. I think he ended up on the podium that race. I don't remember that. And all of a sudden, I've got 18 comments. Huh? Why do I have 18 comments? With only 4 people watching. So, Arrow comes in, Kenny stays out. Why do I have 18 comments? How the hell? That must not be right, because none of them are even loading to begin with. So, let's watch the battle, this little battle for the lead here. Kitten's going to be making his way out of the pits. Arrow's going to be making his way out of the pits. They are on a collision course. Here comes Kitten. Oh, man, they're going to be right next to each other again. A little bit of traffic, though, for the Ferrari. A little bit of traffic, though, for both of them. And now, Kitten's got a car between the both of them. Sharia's just going to try and stay out of the way here. Kitten trying to get around Sharia. Manages to do so. I believe these drivers are both on the mediums. The Ferrari is on the mediums. Yep, they're both medium tires. Arrow's going to try and get around the Alfa Romeo. That's going to be tight. It's going to be tight between him and Hewlett. Now Kitten's going to go to the outside of Hewlett. This is for the race lead, net race lead. Kitten sets the fastest Sector 3 of the day. Use the gap to be to leader. Kitten won't be, Kenny probably won't be leading, may or may not be leading by the time he gets out, but the pace is not going to be in his favor. Sooner rather than later, it won't be in his favor. So now Kitten trying to close up that gap, stay right on the tail here of the Ferrari of Aero Racing Design. This is for the net lead, not for the actual lead. Kenny leads the race, and if you used to be in D1 back in the first couple of seasons, you know this that term Kenny leads all too well, and I know exactly what Kenny is doing. He is going to go for a couple more laps until the softs are viable, and then do what he did so well in those first couple of seasons, which was challenge for the damn lead. Not challenge for lead, the go for fastest lap. And Kenny used to be known as like the king of the fast lap, even if he didn't get that many points, he'd go for fastest lap. And I'm sure he's still got a few fastest laps on the board, but I don't know how many. Few drivers running well. We got a car off in the back. It's VTEC in just outside the double right, and I know exactly what happened. The back end stepped out at the end of the second of the double rights. And and Kitten's lost it! No! He's gone! Oh my goodness! From second place! He's out of the race! And the safety car's out! It's a free stop for the Mercedes! Go, Kenny! Go on, son. Oh, no. Oh, Kitten, we can be friends now. Kenny comes in. Is this a free stop for the Mercedes? It may well be. Kenny says, there goes win. I don't know. I don't know about that, Kenny. So now the second retirement of the day brings out the safety car. Arrow comes in. Khan comes in, Sharia comes in, Steed comes in, Shed is going to stay out, but won't keep the lead. Might get second. So Shed's gonna get second. Ray will sit third, followed by Arrow, Khan, Sharia, and Stee. Then Hewlett, Reefer, and DDL, I think, will round out the top 10, but we'll have to see. I think Static's going to round it out. Yeah, it'll be Static rounding out the top 10 here. Actually, no, it'll be Hollovan rounding out the top 10. So here we sit, under the safety car conditions. With 7 laps to go and counting down. Kenny is vocally unhappy with the ERS systems on cars, and I quote, the fact the ERS doesn't manually recharge should be a felony. Ha! That's my boy. That is my boy. So it is Mercedes, McLaren, Alpine, Ferrari, Aston, Williams, Red Bull, Alfa Romeo, Alpine, Aston. Top 10. How many A's can you get in your alphabet soup? So we will probably be going until the end of 22. Actually, probably to the end of 23 under the safety car. I can confirm as well, since we're confirming news, that I do not have a bench. I just want to have my headphones charged. So yeah, we'll probably have another lap after this one on safety car for Saffron and Chief to catch up. Unless the game's just like, yeah, nah, F them. Trying to keep this as PG as possible. Am I missing something? I feel like there's something that I should have been doing a couple of times. Half is left the session. He currently sits 14th in line. Though he is an AI and will stay an AI. So we won't be getting the safety car in this lap, so at the end of lap 23, we will have ourselves a safety car. Half's back. 3 wide and Osborne Auto Club in the old Gen 4s. What a great combination that is. Billard to the front, Stewart challenging. Reynolds third, and Parker and Zwack battling in fifth. So at the end of this lap, VTech comes in for an early stop. So as we head down towards turn 3 here, getting ready for the restart, it'll be a 23, 24, 25, 26, 5-lap shootout to the finish if the weather will hold out. I don't know if the weather is going to hold out either. That's going to be an interesting... We may see like a Russia in real life thing where the race is just completely fucked at the end. But the skies look pretty clear, and I don't know if we're going to get any rain in the last section here. Look in the back, tires being warmed up. We're doing the big shake. Drop my phone. Oh no. Hello, DDL. Let's get back to the front of the field here. So there it is, the confirmed report. The safety car is in this lap. Okay, I really need to use valve napkins. Please end fast. So the safety car coming in. Kenny leads with two cars buffering him between what could be his biggest challenger. Kenny doesn't quite go yet, keeping his time to him. And he's on the button, and he's gone. Kenny's off to the races. 5 to go. 4, 5, 6, and 7. 4 to go. I don't know why I can't count. Arrow already going to the inside of Ray, to the right side of Ray. He's through. Third place back up. Although right now, technically, I believe Ray has the race win. Static has, yeah, Ray is currently winning the race from fourth. Kenny just needs to pull. And hope that Arrow can't catch anybody. And hope that Arrow can't catch that McLaren in time. Kenny into the first section. Into the chicane. I don't know what I'm saying. Ray slowly falling out of the penalty zone. Oh, Kenny's got 9 to Shed's 12. Okay, yeah, no. So Ray is going to win this race. Actually, Arrow's going to win this race. I didn't know how many penalties people had. Unless Kenny wants to drive the wheels off this thing in the end of this. Three to go for Kenny. Sets the fastest lap of the day. That is a qualifying time, pretty much. And again, if there's anybody you can trust to set the fastest lap, it will be this guy. Kenny needs 6 seconds on Arrow and 9 on Ray. So Arrow technically at the moment has the race win. Arrow looking to the inside. Oh, there we go! It's a huge crash! That's massive! Oh no! You are kidding me! Oh my goodness! I'm not gonna comment. Kenny leads. Still has a lot of gap to pull in 2 laps. Ray is the net leader at the moment. So right now I believe it will be second place for Kenny, but he's got a lot of gap to pull here. DRS has been enabled. Can Khan get up to second place? Arrow comes in for probably for a fresh set of softs and a new wing. And an uninterrupted flying lap. DDL 3 seconds. That is his first 3-second penalty of the day. Nicely done, DDL, for keeping it clean for 25 and a half, pretty much 25 laps. Very impressed. Frankly, at a track like France, I'm very impressed if anybody can keep it clean for the entire race distance. Congratulations to Ray for the moment, Steve for the moment, Hewlett for the moment, Reefer for the moment. Khan goes up into second place down the DRS section, and now the clouds come down. This could be an interesting show. The clouds begin to cover the circuit. So it is currently Ray. I think Steve might actually have second for what it's worth, but I don't know. Yellow flag in the third sector. That's DDL going off. Whoa! That's close. One more time around for Kenny. He has got to put a belter in here. He's got to put a really good lap in and also have everybody else in the field like go off to win this race. But I would take crossing the line first over anything. Half with another 3 seconds. He's up to 18. And he's in, and I assume he's just retiring. So half retires on the last lap before he can get to the last lap, so he retires after 26. Kenny with the lead at the moment, the net lead. Does Arrow take the fastest lap? Not at the moment. Ray back up to second place with that move. Oh God, imagine Khan just shunts his ass into the fucking barriers. I would not have believed it. We'll see if we can catch Kenny for an interview. Three more corners for Lafleur. He'll cross the line first. He won't win it. But a strong performance for Kenny. He will come across the line and take the checkered flag first. But it will be Ray E46 winning the French Grand Prix. Stee takes second, Lafleur to third. Hewlett will come home fourth. Fifth place for Khan. And it is a podium. 15 places gained for Stee. He started in 17th. And he was the slowest qualifier, and he ends up on the second step of the podium. But the points lead for Ray will extend. And Arrow snipes the fastest lap right at the end of it. Garris will come across at pace. Bam. That was a fantastic Grand Prix. Neither Shed or Arrow happy with the lap. What was it, 25 and 22, 24 incident? We'll see if we can get the Mercedes driver onto the mic here. Quote Garris, Both McLarens are off a perky today. Percocet, yay! Jesus. So we will not be, unfortunately, we will not be getting a word from Kenny, but definitely unhappy with the way that the safety car turned out. So that does it. Results from France are somewhere. So we have got ourselves a race completed. Next week we will be in Portugal for the Portuguese Grand Prix. I'm not sure what track we'll be doing. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what division I'll be in, but I know we'll be doing that. And the day after, Midwest F1 League's first race of the special event series on Gran Turismo Sport will be taking place. It is a 60-minute endurance event with LMP1s and GT3s on the Autodromo Lago Maggiore, and that. I will be racing in that event, so I won't be streaming it. So, your schedule for the upcoming 8 days are as it follows. Next Tuesday, it's not my league or my series or even my whatever, but next Tuesday, Gavin Carr. Go watch Gavin Carr. Gavin Carr is amazing. Go watch Gavin Carr. It's at Michigan this weekend. Actually, I just remember that. Michigan, Gavin Carr, Indy Cars, IRO5s, the good ones. Please go watch that shit. Support Puffer Zone. That is a great broadcasting network. Twitch.tv/PufferZone Network. Go watch the end of the OSR race right now. Go for it. Go show some love to my brother. He's on the main call. That shit is great. Tune into the end of the OSR race now if you want. And then come back on Tuesday to Puffer Zone Network on Twitch. Twitch TV/Puffer Zone Network. Oh, yeah. Go buy Raise Energy. Go buy EPOS headphones. Thank you, sponsors. Thank you for the sponsors of Midwest F1. I'll get to that in a minute. Then, of course, Thursday, we've got Midwest from Portugal. Not a track I've ever raced, let alone commentated. And then, of course, GT Sport on Midwest for the first time. I'll be probably streaming my POV of that. I'll be using the funny front-wheel drive, front-engined LMP car, the funny Nissan. So, yeah, have fun. Thank you for tuning in to the Midwest F1 League on the Velocity Racing Network. We'll see you next Thursday in Portugal. Go buy a Gloucester sticker. Thank you to Raise Energy Drink and EPOS headphones for sponsoring the Midwest F1 League. I promise, Pork. I'm sorry, Pork. I promise, Pork. Please do not stab me. I will mention our sponsors more. It just completely escaped my mind because so much was happening. So thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next Thursday for Portugal, and the day after for Gran Turismo Sport at Maggiore. Thank you for tuning in. Good night, and as always,